Okay, so the salaries of flight assistants, what are they saying in the information given along with the question? They are specifying that uh, the flight assistants are paid by the flight, which means this cost will be incurred only if the flight is continued. Okay, or this cost will not be incurred if GP022 is discontinued. Okay, so it is a relevant cost. Okay, so you can write total cost is equal to total cost. What is the total cost? Total cost is, what is the amount? The amount is 31,500. Okay, so 31,500. Okay, so you can write it will be incurred. It will be incurred only if the flight is operated. Therefore, if the flight is discontinued, if the flight is discontinued, this cost will be saved. Am I right? If you are discontinuing the flight, then this cost could be saved. Okay, so therefore it is an opportunity gain. Opportunity gain of what? Of discontinuing the flight. And you know, any opportunity cost or gain is a relevant cost. Therefore, or hence, it is a relevant cost. It is a relevant cost. So since it is a gain, you can write it in negative 31,500. Okay, is it clear? Yes. Now going further, next is baggage loading and flight preparation. Baggage loading and flight preparation. Baggage loading and flight preparation. Loading and flight preparation. What do they say regarding this cost? They say that the baggage loading and flight preparation expenses are only an allocation of the ground crew salaries and depreciation of the ground equipment. See, can you tell me, is it a relevant cost or not? It is not a relevant cost. Why it is not a relevant cost? Because it is only an allocated cost. This cost will be continued to be incurred by the company irrespective of whether you are operating this flight or not. Only thing is that if you are not operating this flight, you will not allocate this cost to this particular flight. If you don't allocate this cost to this flight, doesn't mean that you are not incurring this cost. No. Okay, so the company will continue to incur such cost, so it will not make any impact on its profitability. Okay, so amount of cost is how much? The amount of cost is 63,000. So total cost is equal to rupees 63,000. So you can write it is only an allocated cost of common cost incurred by the company. Therefore, even if the flight is discontinued, it will be incurred by the company. Okay, therefore it is not a relevant cost. It is not a relevant cost. Is it clear? So relevant cost nil. Okay, now you'll have to move further. Next cost, overnight cost for the flight crew and assistants at destination is 12,600. Overnight cost at destination at destination. What is the amount? Or total cost is equal to rupees 12,600. Is it a relevant cost? Yes, it is a relevant cost. Why it is a relevant cost? This cost will be incurred only if the flight is operated, because this is a cost incurred at the destination for the stay or lodging of the flight crew. So only if the flight is operated, that cost, the flight will reach the destination and it needs to be incurred. Okay, so you can write it will be incurred only if the flight is operated. Only if the flight is operated. So what is your conclusion? It is saved if the flight is not operated. Flight is not operated. So what is the nature of this cost? It is an opportunity gain. Opportunity gain. It's a cost saved. Cost saved is a gain. It's an opportunity gain of not continuing this flight, or it is an opportunity gain of discontinuing the flight. So it is a relevant cost. 12,600. Since it is a gain, I am putting it as negative. Okay. Now going further, what is it next? Next item is fuel for aircraft. Is it a relevant cost? Yes. You need to fill the fuel only if the flight is operated. Fuel for the aircraft. Okay. So you can write incurred only if the flight is operated. Hence, it is an opportunity gain. Gain of discontinuing. The flight. Hence, a relevant cost. Okay, it's a relevant cost. And again, since it is an opportunity gain, you have to write it in negative. What will be the amount? The amount will be 2,38,000 rupees, negative 2,38,000. Okay, then again, next item, depreciation on aircraft. Is it a relevant cost? No. Why it is not a relevant cost? Depreciation is only the original cost of the aircraft which is allocated to the particular flight. Okay. Now, do you think that this can be saved? No, it cannot be saved. Why it cannot be saved? Because the aircraft is already purchased. Unless you sell the aircraft, this will be incurred. I mean, this is already a portion of the cost which you have already incurred. Okay, so even if the flight is continued, it is not a relevant cost because it's a cost which is already incurred. Okay, and even if it is discontinued, it is not a relevant cost because it's a cost already incurred. So it doesn't make any difference. Okay, so you can write it is only an allocated portion of the sunk cost. Okay, depreciation will be provided irrespective of whether the flight is discontinued. Hence, it is not a relevant cost. Okay, it is not a relevant cost. Depreciation on aircraft is not a relevant cost. Now, next item. What is the next item? Liability insurance. Okay, they say that there is specific insurance or insurance cost specific to this aircraft. What is that? It is 1/3 of how much? Total is 1,47,000. 1,47,000. That is equal to 1,47,000 divided by 3 is 49,000. 49,000. Is it a relevant cost? Definitely it is a relevant cost. Why it is a relevant cost? Because This is incurred only if you are operating this flight. Only if you are operating this flight, the insurance needs to be taken. Am I right? Because the destination is a high risk area. That is why this special insurance is there. Okay, so this 49,000 will be incurred only if the flight is continued, or if the flight is discontinued, you can save this cost. So it is an opportunity gain. Okay, will be saved if the flight is discontinued. Okay, therefore opportunity gain. Opportunity gain and relevant. Okay, so it is a gain, so I am putting it as negative 49,000. Is it clear? What about the other insurance? Other insurance is 2/3 of 1,47,000, that is equal to 1,47,000 into 2 by 3, that is 98,000. Is it relevant? No, it is not relevant. Why it is not relevant? Whether you discontinue or continue, this cost will be incurred. Okay, not relevant as it is a committed cost. Okay, so not relevant. Is it clear? Now moving further, what is the next cost? Next cost is flight promotion. Flight promotion. Okay, is it a relevant cost? Yes, it is a relevant cost. Why it is a relevant cost? Flight promotion is required only if you continue the flight, or if you are discontinuing, then you will not incur this cost. Okay, so will not be incurred if GP022 is discontinued. Therefore, opportunity gain. Opportunity gain of discontinuing the flight. Therefore, relevant. Okay, so what is the amount? 28,000 minus 28,000. Now I think one more cost. Hangar parking fee for aircraft at destination. Hangar parking fee. What do they say regarding the hangar parking fee? Hangar parking fee is a standard fee charged for all aircraft at all airports. Okay, now what do you say with respect to this particular? See, here it is a bit confusing. Okay, they say that the hangar parking fee is a standard fee charged for the aircraft at all airports. Okay, so the question comes, will it be incurred if the flight is discontinued? Okay, if the flight is discontinued, will it be incurred? Now there are two views to it. Somebody says that it will still be incurred because the aircraft has to be parked somewhere. Okay, because it will be there for both the airports, whether it is at the destination or whether it is at the what do you call the origin place itself, it will be incurred. So it is a standard fee charged for all aircraft at all airports. So whether you are keeping the aircraft at your destination or origin airport, it will be incurred. So that is one view. Second view is that the question what is given is what? The hangar parking fee for aircraft at destination. So the aircraft will be taken to the destination only if what? Only if the flight is discontinued. Okay. So if the flight is discontinued, the hangar parking fee will not be incurred. Okay, so it is a opportunity gain. Okay, that is other alternative. So you can write your assumption and you can take your own assumptions. So in the class, what I am doing, I am taking it as a relevant cost as an opportunity gain, because I am assuming that it will be incurred only if the flight is operated. Okay, it is assume that the hangar parking fee is to be paid at the destination airport. Okay, it will be incurred only if the flight is operated and the aircraft reach the destination. Therefore, if the flight is not operated, this cost can be saved. Hence, it is an opportunity gain. And relevant in nature. Okay, so you can write here alternate assumptions do exist. If you see the your institute material, they have taken it as a irrelevant cost. Okay, so there the assumption will be it is incurred at destination, and they say that it is incurred at all airports. So even if you are discontinuing, it has to be parked somewhere. So this cost will be incurred. Okay, that is the justification what the institute will say. What justification I am saying is that for my assumption, it is clearly given that it is a parking fee payable only at the destination place or destination airport. So it will be incurred only if the aircraft is taken to the destination airport. Okay, it is nothing to do with the origin airport. So both could be justified. Okay, so I am taking here as, what is the amount? 7,000, I think, right? 7,000. Okay, so what is the net relevant cost? Net relevant cost or benefit of discontinuing the flight. If you discontinue, what is the net benefit? Okay, how do you compute this? 5,88,000 is a cost. Okay, then 31,500 is an opportunity gain. Then 12,600 is an opportunity gain. Then minus 2,38,000 is an opportunity gain. Then 49,000 is an opportunity gain. Then 28,000 opportunity gain. Then 7,000 opportunity gain. Okay, so net is 2,21,900. Okay, net gain or loss, it will be 2,29,000. Okay, is it net cost or benefit? It is a net cost, because the contribution you are losing is how much? 5,88,000, and the total amount of cost saved is only how much? 31,500 plus 12,600 plus 2,38,000 plus 49,000 plus, so 28,000 plus 7,000. So you are saving only to the extent of 3,66,100. Okay, 3,66,100. So 5,88,000 minus 3,66,100. There is a net loss to you, opportunity cost to you, to the extent of 2,21,900. So your conclusion should be, what should be your conclusion? You can write discontinuing the flight will result in a net relevant cost of rupees 2,21,900. In other words, the existing profits will reduce by rupees 221,900. Okay, whatever be the current profits, that will come down by 221,900. Therefore, the company should continue the operation of flight GP 022. Is it clear? Because if you discontinue, your total cost is your total profit is coming down. So it's better to continue with the flight. Now there is one suggestion what you can give. What you can give here is, see, there is a specific information stating that if you discontinue this flight, that route cannot be used for any other route, which means the aircraft will have to be kept idle. If there is an option to operate this aircraft for any other different profit making route, then that will also become an opportunity gain, okay, which you have to consider. Okay, so right now what you have to consider, one point which you have to consider is any possibility of operating this flight at some other route, some other profitable routes. Okay, if yes, you have to consider that also, right? Okay, so that is another factor which can be considered. Yes. Now, going further, I think, is there any other sub-question to this? No. There is no other sub-question. Using the data, we'll prepare an analysis showing what impact dropping flight GP22 would have on the airline's profit. We have clearly answered this. Now, next is a case study, which is okay. What I will do, for the time being, I am not taking this case study. We'll do it later. And I think we can move to the next chapter. So with this, chapter 6 is over. Okay. We have covered all the questions from, except this question, we have covered all other questions from the Institute Study Material. Then this case study I will work out and I will send you the link after this, because after this subjects we will have to, this chapters are over, we will have to take the case study one by one. There is a separate section in your Institute Material for the case study. So I will work out the case study and I will share it with you. Okay, so at that time I will take this case study also. Okay, now we need to move to the next topic. Next, we are starting with chapter number 10. Okay, you can write the heading strategic analysis of operating income. Okay, I'll take 5 minutes break.